D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to Marlo's Corner. Shout out to Trey X, the whole block fam. Rough House Boxer, El Fenici, Chris Rayner, legendary Top Cat. You know, who else was on there? Smooth Teddy B. Anybody I might have forgot that was on the panel tonight. Real quick, I want to recap this Wilder Breazeale fight. You know, first of all, I want to say I'm glad to see that both fighters got to go home safe, or at least left the ring in one piece, you know, intact. Nobody seemed to be in a situation where their, you know what I'm saying, their career might be in jeopardy. But then again, you never know. Wilder pulled, you know, might have hyperextended his elbow or something. Breazeale got knocked out, probably concussed. But at the end of the day, he'll get to go home to his family, you know. But, you know, Wilder came into the fight motivated, focused, ready. He had to wait up a little bit. Didn't come into the fight sick like he seemed to have the last two fights. And Wilder took care of business. Both fighters came out pumping their jab. I mean, I had picked Wilder inside 4 rounds. We were live on the panel, you know what I'm saying, on Marlo's Corner. And right as the fight started, Trey X calling the fight, doing a beautiful job like he always does. And I saw how much slower Breazeale's jab was than Deontay Wilder's. And man, I absolutely hurried up and started typing and said, I got Wilder inside of 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys were saying 1 round, had said 1 round. And it was like, man, the difference in hand speed was just so obvious that it was like, man, there's no way Breazeale gonna be able to get his off and get his hands back into position in time to stop Wilder from landing something monstrous on him. And that's the way I saw it. You know, there were guys that been on my channel over the years, over the last year, ever since Breazeale been the mandatory, that said Wilder been ducking Breazeale. Breazeale knocks out Wilder. As soon as that fight got made, these guys disappeared. It's like they evaporated. You know what I'm saying? I told them back then, I said, man, Wilder's gonna vaporize Breazeale. And that's what happened. Breazeale came in there ready. He looked as good as he's looked in a long time. But Breazeale didn't belong in the ring with Deontay Wilder. And Wilder been saying that for the longest, but he had to get a guy a shot because the guy was the mandatory. And you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he gave him the shot, because the reality is, as long as that fight wasn't happening, guys were gonna keep saying Wilder was ducking the man. So now he's out of the way. Don't know what's next for Wilder, but if Wilder comes in there focused like he was tonight, comes in there in shape like he was tonight, he's gonna be a handful, as expected, for anybody that gets in the ring with him. Big shout out to Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He always shows the LDBC love, and we show love back to him. But big shout out to Deontay Wilder. He took care of business. And hey, congratulations, Dominic Breazeale. You tried to sue Deontay Wilder for that money, for some money, for something that you know, went down or didn't go down in at the fight years ago. It didn't work out for you. Well, now you got that payday. So congratulations on that, and congratulations, you get to go home to your family and continue your boxing career. You know, that's all I'm gonna say on that. The D-Lo 404 Boxing. Once again, shout out to Marlo's Corner. Shout out to Trey X. Shout out to the Block fam. Shout out to the LDBC. And a big shout out to my subs. Anyone has subs to the channel, just please subscribe to D-Lo 404 Boxing. That's my video. I'm out of here. Peace.